All right, here with our Fab 15 whip around with Kevin Gant. I just absolutely screwed up the first part of this, but we're re-recording again. And Kevin, you're going into your fourth year here at North Central, and this is kind of a gym that's under construction. We're sitting in here in the auxiliary gym here, and it's momentarily going to be a library. But I know your main gym is getting worked on, should be done for the start of the season as well, and that's exciting. You got a new field house. It seems like a lot of fresh things happening here at North Central. Does it feel like 4 years for you, or does it feel fresh?
Man, it's fresh but it feels all of 4 years. I can't complain, but definitely 4 years. It's exciting because we got the freshmen, the seniors. We got them as freshmen, and we get to see them kind of grow up. And it seemed like a blur, but it's definitely been all of 4 years, no question.
Well, and we just talked about, I'm going to have you repeat some of this because I screwed up the recording of it, but I was asking about Papi Rivera and Nijah Jewell, two guys who have been around in this program. You've had them all the way through now, and just having those two, what are your expectations of them? What do you think the senior season holds for them as far as what they can bring to the table for you?
Yeah, I feel like Nijah and Papi have set their own expectations. I haven't put any on them. The way that they've been leading the young guys in the workouts. They've been showing by the way they've taken care of their body, the way their game has evolved and matured, that they're ready to step into that leadership role as seniors. And it's been fun to watch. They come in, they're the hardest workers in the gym. They also the most vocal, and they're also the ones that everybody knows that they've been through the fire. So it's exciting to kind of see what those guys are going to do. I expect them to have a really solid senior year, especially just being a duo that's been playing together for so long, and I think they're excited as well.
And it mentioned about Papi had that reputation as one of the best shooters in the state, which is well established by now, I think. But as I saw him last year, he looked like he's added some to his game. He can score off the dribble. He can definitely dish. He can find open guys. He's he's improved as a defender. What are your expectations for him as he gets into this senior year? And I'm sure he has high hopes for himself too.
Yeah, he's definitely got high hopes for himself. I expect him to go out there and just play and have fun. He's starting to see his work pay off with getting some recognition and getting some opportunities to play at the next level. So that kind of takes some pressure off of you. Like you said, he's worked on his body. He's really an underrated playmaker. It's easy for guys to label a really good shooter as just a shooter, but when he's just letting the game come to him and he's playing off the ball, of which he's had the luxury of doing since he got in here, just because we've had so many guards. But when he's off the ball and he's letting the ball come to him and he's playing in space, he's a really good playmaker. He can find people. He's good IQ. Good understanding of the game. So that's one of his more underrated skills. I would say as a defender, I wouldn't say he's somebody that's just going to hound you, but his IQ keeps him in the right spots. He's got good instincts, pretty quick hands, and I think he's going to take on the challenge of trying to guard the best guard on the other team, which he started to try to do that a little bit last year. So I look forward to him taking that challenge and try to show that he's one of the more well-rounded players in the state.
A guy who can hand you is Jewell for sure. He's a guy who really can get out. He's a very athletic defender, and I know he's a guy too who can score for you as well. But how nice is it to have a guy like that who's so versatile, who can do multiple things?
Yeah, man. Nijah, we try to. Since he was a freshman, I try to tell him, man, you gotta be a little bit more mean. He's such a nice kid, man. But Nijah, like you said, he's got so many intangibles that you just can't teach, man. He can get out there and guard you. And when he's really on his game, he can get into passing lanes and really get into the open court, where I think he really thrives. And I think he's looking forward to that challenge as well. He's a little bit under the radar, but as far as skill, I wouldn't say he's under the radar. He's going to be able to score for us this year. I think he's going to take on that same role as far as Papi is challenging to guard the better players on the other team. And he's got an underrated skill as well. He can really get to that paint. He can really make the defense come in, and he can find people. So I'm looking forward to see those guys kind of in action. They've been playing together for a while, so they're looking forward to it. And I think Nijah's going to take a little bit of that. chip on the shoulder and try to really show guys that he's just in the conversation with everybody else.
No, you got some other guys in the mix who have experience, Chrishon and Gavin for sure, who, again, versatile players. Gavin can really shoot it. Chrishon brings a lot of that. When I saw him play in the Charlie Hughes this summer, looks like he's taken another step with his game. But, talk a little bit about those guys and then some others you're expecting to be in the main rotation for you this year.
Yeah, Chrishon has been pretty amazing this fall as well. He's taking a step and he's just older. You know what to expect. You know when practice is. You know what it looks like. Kind of the structure. You navigate the school, and you could just tell he really took that next jump. And he's one of those kids, man. He's 6'5". He could do a little bit of everything. You wouldn't say he's great at anything specifically, but he's really good at a lot of different things. And we can kind of play him at the 5 spot and put him in position to where he's got advantages. He can guard all 5 positions, so that puts us at an advantage to be able to switch a lot and get out in the open court. And he's an underrated playmaker. Like he can really pass the ball. He's really unselfish. But and then he'll be able to make open shots. So I'm excited to see what he brings to the table, and I think he's excited and ready to take on that next role as far as being a guy we got to count on every night. As a sophomore, you don't have to really count on somebody as much. If they give you something, it's good. If not, you got juniors and seniors you kind of count on. So looking forward to that. Gavin's another one of those guys, man. He's a gamer. Like he can really shoot the ball. He's 6'4", he's athletic, he's long. We're trying to challenge him a little bit to just really use that length and be a hound on the defensive end. But when he gets if he makes his first one, you might as well look out. He can make about 6 of them. So yeah, I'm excited for him as well. He's really attacking the rim. He's getting stronger in the weight room, so he's got more confidence to get into the open court and really attack the rim. So hoping to see a couple high-flying dunks from him as well.
And some of the other guys you expect to have, and you're not necessarily a big team, I would say, but in this day and age of basketball, I don't know, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I mean, is that a concern? And kind of touch on some of the other guys you expect to play for you.
Yeah, no, it's not a big concern. We're not super tall. We're not real, strong in that sense, but we do have Carter Klaus, he's been around since his sophomore year, playing a little bit of varsity sophomore year and played a lot last year as a junior. So we're excited about him in the senior class as well. He's about, he's probably about 220, between 220 and 230, and 6'6". So we expect him to be able to bang with those big guys in the mix that we're going to play against and bring us a dynamic that, kind of those other guys don't bring. But we're excited to see what he does as well. He's got a lot of college interest as well, so he's kind of got himself in a spot where he's playing loose and playing confident. So he was playing tennis, so hopefully we can get him back in shape pretty quick. But looking forward to Carter. And then, we got Jeremiah Bellamy. He played all varsity last year as a freshman. He has some ups and downs like all freshmen do. But he's slimmed up. He's lost some of that baby chunk off of him, man, and I'm excited about him. He's been looking really good. He's really attacking the basket. He's playing confident. He's not deferring so much. He's playing with a confidence that's going to carry him, I think, as a sophomore year. And those probably are the main returners. And then we got some young guys that have a chance. It's just going to kind of come down to how quick they can get acclimated to the strength and the speed. But that core right there, we feel really confident with. We're confident with the versatility. We're confident with the experience. So we're looking forward to it.
Well, again, here with Kevin Gant, and I know 15-9 last year. 3 of those losses. This is not good to bring up to a North Central guy, but we're to LN. You lost in the county, and then right away you always play them right in the regular season. Then also in the sectional. Going to be tough again. You're playing at LC in the sectional, but I think everybody kind of looking at LN as that team to beat potentially down the road. But how do you get over that hump? What's it going to take for North Central to get back to making a deep run in the tournament? It's not easy in that sectional. I know it's not everybody's sectional is the same, and yours is one of the toughest. But how do you think you guys can get through there this year?
I think at this point it's kind of just a mental thing. Sometimes you just gotta. Everybody goes through that. I think it comes in waves and cycles with the MIC. Some teams just kind of have other teams' number, and LA has ours, and they kind of got what we don't have as far as the size. So that's kind of been it for us. But I think that now our guys proven they can play with them. They understand they can play with them. We've lost by last-second shots the last couple years. Been close. It's been some blowouts as well, but we definitely know we can compete. I think at this point, with our seniors being in and having beaten them, being leaders now, and I think they really want to get that done. I think they're gonna get to a point where that mental part is just not gonna be a part of it anymore. I think they kind of, this is their last go around. So it's just our job just to put them in position to make sure they understand what to expect. And if they understand what to expect, then we can play with the best of them. So we're looking forward to playing them and having that challenge. As any team in the MIC that we play is going to have that challenge. So. But definitely want to get over that hump, man. They've gotten us every time, and it seems like it's been really good games every time. Sometimes they get away from us, but looking forward to it.
Well, good enough. I appreciate you doing this, Kevin. Doing it twice actually, or 1.5 times. Sorry about that. We had a problem with my technology, which is not unusual. But appreciate you doing this. It'll be a fun year in the new gym too,
Absolutely.
or not the new gym, but refurbished gym.
Yeah, it's gonna feel new. It's gonna feel new.
Awesome. Thanks. Good luck this year, Kevin.
Thank you.